Mesdames, Messieurs, bonjour. Ici Michel Lacroix qui vous souhaite la bienvenue à l'émission au 19e, déjà une 6e saison avec vous. Comme c'est devenu la tradition, les 2 premières émissions seront réservées aux nouveautés pour la saison 2017. Nous sommes en direct à la foire du golf à Orlando, en Floride, la plus importante foire de golf au monde où sont réunis près de 1000 représentants de diverses compagnies. Alors cette semaine pour vous, du côté des manufacturiers, on fait appel au service des spécialistes de TaylorMade et de Callaway. Et une autre surprise vous attend au 19e cette semaine, puisqu'on a avec nous nul autre que Shea Weber. Tout ça et plus encore à l'émission au 19e, là où vous entendrez bien sûr les meilleures histoires de golf.
Au 19e, une présentation de vos concessionnaires Subaru du Québec. Subaru, confiance et évolution. En collaboration avec Golf Île-du-Prince-Édouard, la destination golf numéro 1 au Canada. Ce spécial équipement vous est présenté par Golf Town. Golf Town, tout pour le golf.
En compagnie de Brian Basil, directeur senior du développement des bois d'allée et des bois et drivers chez TaylorMade. Brian, le driver M2 a eu un bon succès en 2016. Quelle est la différence en 2017?
Well, we did a lot of things as it relates to the material. We had lighter weight carbon fiber up in the crown. We pushed it forward and we made the head larger. We made the head larger from this size and then from the face, it's larger this way. And we were able to do that because of the sole. This geoacoustic sole design, this technology, allowed us to push the sole into the crown with lightweight material into the sole, and make the head larger, free up more volume. So you add that with the speed pocket, which is more flexible, you get a lot of ball speed protection and you get a lot of stability. So if you're a golfer that hits it around the face a lot, you're going to get a lot of forgiveness out of the new M2.
So in making the head larger, the sweet spot, you kind of expand the sweet spot because off-center hits you'll have better results.
Performance. You're going to have more speed. You're going to have better launch conditions.
Okay. And you have a different head as well in the M2.
Yeah. So we have the M2 D type. So we asked a lot of golfers, we said, hey, are we missing anything? And a lot of the golfers still slice. They still hit the right side of the golf course. Yeah. And they need a little bit more spin. They need a little bit more help getting the ball in the air. And so we used all of our technologies to provide the D type. D stands for draw. And we've moved the weight a little bit more in the heel. We've added a little bit more offset. And we've created a cosmetic package that allows the golfer to get 10 to 20 yards more draw bias. Okay. So the goal is for them to hit more fairways.
Brian, you had a great success with the M1 in 2016, but you've made some significant changes for 17 as well.
Yeah, we absolutely have. No, it starts with the material again. So we have 43% more carbon fiber in this head. You can see it here in the crown, how we've pushed it forward and tapered it back and made it look faster. But then in the sole, you'll see a toe panel that's carbon fiber. And so by freeing up more mass, we've been able to put that back into the product where we wanted it, which was in the track. We have more adjustability than we had previously, more weight to move around. The track has become longer. And so the head's a little bit bigger again. So you're getting 2 big benefits from the new M1. You're getting more adjustability, more CG movement, more high to low adjustability, and you're getting more inertia and more forgiveness. So we're taking basically last year's M2 forgiveness and we're putting it in this year's M1, and then we're giving you more ability to personalize this head for your swing.
So the M1 would be geared towards, I felt last year like the M1 was more towards a really good player, which could generate more speed because the head is a little heavier. Now you've made it where, the average player could play the M1 as well?
Yes. So now you think about all the people playing M2 today. If they could play M2 today, they could play the new M1. It is forgiving, and it has this added element that really helps golfers get the performance that they really need. So I'm excited by the all-new M1.
Great. Thank you, Brian.
Thank you.
En compagnie de Tobo Bysted, directeur de la création des fers chez TaylorMade. Tobo, le fer M2 a eu beaucoup de succès en 2016. Un nouveau fer M2 en 2017. Quelle est la différence entre les deux?
So with the new M2, we wanted to retain all the incredible distance and height that we achieved with the original M2. And so what we wanted to build on was this low CG platform, low CG with high COR. And that was really the key sort of starting point. Now, what we wanted to do beyond that was create more forgiveness. We know golfers love forgiveness, and it's something that a lot of players need. And we have this technology called face slot technology that we introduced a couple years ago. Now, face slots, when they're first designed, were designed for a head that didn't have a low CG profile. And so we were not able to achieve quite the same CG in an RSI-1, for example, that we have now in the new M2. And the reason for that is we had a different head profile. So we've changed the design of the head to accommodate the face slots this time. So now the head is a little bit shallower, and we've actually saved more weight up high. So the new fluted hosel is even lighter than before, 5 gram savings here. The top line is actually thinner this way, it's a 1 millimeter. And so that's actually dropped our CG dramatically lower.
So when you lower the CG, which is the center of gravity, when you lower it, it helps the golfer get the ball in the air,
Correct.
right? That's the objective.
Exactly. We get the ball in the air, we launch it higher, and what's interesting about it is also allows us to strengthen the lofts a little bit because we're getting a higher launch, which then gets more ball speed.
So the lofts from 2017 will be a little stronger than 16?
Actually the same.
The same?
Lofts.
Okay.
Because what we're trying to do is we're actually trying to get a little bit more spin, a little bit more peak trajectory to land even softer on the green.
Okay.
Obviously golfers, as you get into the mid-high handicaps, hit it everywhere in the face, right? Like all over. But the most concentrated misses is actually on the toe side. So about 75% of shots are toe side, and also 75% of shots are low on the face. So low is common miss, and toe is a common miss. And that's why we designed technologies like Speed Pocket to help low face hits, and the face slots to help toe face hits. So we're addressing really the most common misses with golfers with these two technologies. And then when we look at our testing, when we do a robot test of hitting in different locations and seeing where the balls end up, we're seeing a much tighter dispersion now because the distances are more constant between the different impact locations versus even original M2, which didn't have face slots. So original M2, when you hit it on the toe, it wasn't as forgiving as this iron is.
And you have a brand new product as well, the M1 iron.
Yep.
Talk to us about that one as well.
Yeah, well, the M1 is really exciting because what we're trying to do here is we're trying to basically take the performance of an M2, all the things that I just talked about, the distance, the height, the forgiveness of the face slots, and put it into a little bit more of a compact package, right? We know that golfers, whether it's a more skilled player, but even players of all skill levels who are perhaps preferring just a little bit of a smaller look to the head, would gravitate towards the M1. And we've seen a lot of players maybe who are at 20 handicaps even, who say, well, I don't like a lot of offset. I like my iron to look more compact. And so we've designed that for this product. And really what's been great about it is we've gotten almost all the performance of M2 in this smaller head, and we think a lot of people are going to have a tough time deciding between the two.
Perfect. Thank you for your time, Toby.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks.
La classique Héritage RBC est un des plus anciens tournois inscrits au calendrier du circuit PGA Tour. La question est la suivante. En quelle année a été disputée la première édition de la classique Héritage? Est-ce que c'est A, 1959, B, 1969 ou C, 1979? La réponse dans quelques instants. En quelle année donc a été disputée la première édition de la classique Héritage RBC? La réponse B, 1969. C'est Arnold Palmer qui avait remporté la compétition. Il avait touché 20 000 $ en bourse. Cette année, le gagnant va toucher 1 062 000 $. Les temps changent.
Compagnie de Tomo Bysted, de TaylorMade. Tomo, you have a new product to show us.
Yeah, so we have the two new players irons, the P770 and the P750 Tour Proto. These are both new irons from TaylorMade for 2017. They're going to be heavily played on tour. We're going to get the vast majority of our tour players into these products. We already have Justin Rose, Jason Day playing these, as well as a host of other tour players. So very excited to launch these new irons and obviously to better players all around the world as well. If we start with the 770, the 770 is really going to be our more mass market of the two. This one is again player-shaped, nice forged construction, but it also has this tungsten back piece, 70-gram tungsten piece here, which really lowers the CG, makes it more forgiving than you would typically see in this kind of an iron. So typically we'd say, forged cavity backs 5 handicap or better. You're going to see some 5, 10, maybe even 15 handicappers trying the 770s and find them very easy to play and very forgiving. Now, the focus is definitely on getting great feel and a great look at a dress. That's what these players care about. And also the little details. We forge the irons, we mill the faces. You see this milling pattern on the face of the iron all the way across, just like a putter. So everything is machined on these for precision. We use a 2,000-ton press on the 750, which gets incredible detail into the product. We also machine this back cavity. So it's a very high process-driven iron, but definitely something that better players are going to love. Whether you're a tour player, single-digit golfer, or even like a 10 handicap, like I said, the 770 is going to be something that you're just going to fall in love with.
La rencontre de la semaine est une présentation du club de golf Atlantide. Plongez dans le monde de l'Atlantide.
En compagnie du joueur du Canadien de Montréal, Shea Weber. Shea, let's talk a little bit about golf. How would you introduce to the game?
It just started at a young age. I had friends that were doing it, and we had a small little golf course in my hometown, and I decided to try it out, and have liked it ever since.
Friends from hockey or family as well?
For my buddies when we were younger from school. I mean, we're talking back my hometown of Sycamoose, a small little course that's still there, and we had a lot of fun.
Would you say that you're a passionate golfer?
I wouldn't go that far. Obviously, I like it. It's tough to get out as much as I'd like, and there's a lot of other great things to do in Kelowna, and it's tough to make time for all of it.
What do you prefer when you're on the golf course? What do you prefer the most? Good golf swing or just nature?
Yeah. Obviously, a good shot's the best. Nothing beats sticking one tight or draining a putt. So I think that's what keeps you coming back, especially an average golfer like me.
And when you have the time, do you like to watch golf on TV?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I follow it a little bit, especially the bigger tournaments. I like to check it out. Yeah, and see where guys are. And any chance to watch those guys live is pretty special as well.
Did you have the time to play with one of those guys, PGA Pro players?
No, I never played with a PGA guy, but they've had a skins game up in near where I was from there, and got a chance to watch them live, so that was pretty neat.
Which golfer would you like to play with, or?
Obviously, I think Tiger in his prime. Obviously, one of the best golfers of all time, and would just like to have seen how good and how fierce he was on the course.
So let's talk about swing. Would you say that you're a natural or more technician?
No, I'm neither. I'm more just get it there. Just find a way to get the ball there.
So what's your swing key once you're over the ball and you try to make the best swing possible? What's your main swing key?
Just hit it square. I just want to have good solid contact and try and just go through the ball and hope it ends up in the right spot.
So we're ready to see it?
Okay.
All right.
Voyons ensemble l'élan de golf de Shea Weber. Je dois vous faire remarquer un fait plutôt rare. Il est droitier sur la glace et gaucher au golf. On a une bonne position initiale, on le sent accroché au sol et on peut voir qu'il développe sa vitesse avec son bas du corps. L'une des choses à surveiller chez les athlètes qui sont grands, c'est la stabilité de la rotation lors de l'élan arrière. On doit s'assurer que la colonne vertébrale garde le même axe. Il le fait très bien sur la séquence. Pour un golfeur qui ne se complique pas les choses lorsqu'il est au-dessus de la balle, c'est en équilibre et c'est réussi.
Je suis avec Evan Gibbs, le directeur de recherche et développement chez Callaway pour les bois, et on va parler du bois 1 Epic. Could you please tell me what is so great about this driver? Everybody's talking about it around the world, and it generates so much power.
Yeah, so the new jailbreak technology is really the breakthrough technology that defines these drivers and we believe really redefines the driver category. So basically consists of two titanium bars that connect the crown and the sole. And this stiffens the body during impact and allows the face to flex a lot more during impact. So it helps players generate more ball speed and more distance.
Now, could you explain the difference between the two? Because you have two out on the market.
Yeah, there's two models here. I've got both of them here. We have a standard version that features an adjustable perimeter weight, which gives players a lot of control over their shot shape. So it's our most draw-capable club for players who tend to struggle missing it right. But it also can be set up to be very neutral bias or even promote a slight fade. So it makes it extremely versatile and easy to fit. There's also a sub-zero version, which is our low spin version, and this focuses more on trajectory control. So you've got two interchangeable weights on the sole that can be moved back and forth in tandem with the adjustable hosel to help optimize the player's launch and spin. So they're both 460cc, both really forgiving, so you can kind of it gives players an opportunity to play a low spin driver without having to sacrifice any forgiveness.
Would you suggest that people should be fitted for the driver before actually just going and buying one?
Definitely. The fitting process is key, and since there are two versions and several shafts to pick from, definitely recommend getting fit.
And would you recommend that these two drivers cover all levels of golfers?
Yeah, we've got, these are extremely versatile, easy to play, easy to fit with, and, we'll have, PGA players playing it, but they're also great for high handicap players. So really forgiving, and with the new jailbreak technology, a lot more distance.
Et maintenant, accompagné de M. Luke Williams, le grand Manitou des fers et des brides chez Callaway. Good morning. And could you tell me what's new this year and exciting in the Steelhead line?
Sure. We have a new line of irons, two irons, a Steelhead and Steelhead Pro, and then a hybrid that goes along with them. These irons are influenced by the original Steelhead iron for us, which was X14. It was one of our most popular irons of all time. We have a lot of players still using them. A lot of players ask us about that iron. So as we were looking to improve upon our X line, we wanted to draw some influence from that iron. So we've taken some of the shaping influence, some of the core technologies from that iron, like the S2H2, the bore through, and then modernized it with our 360 face cup for ball speed.
And would you say it's for any particular golfer or for golfers of all levels?
Yeah, between the standard and pro, we cover almost everyone. The standard Steelhead iron would fit the broadest range of golfers. It's a game improvement iron. Not our most forgiving, but fits a broad range of golfers. And then the pro model has a little less offset, a little thinner top line, a little narrower sole for players that like that look. But for that type of iron, still very forgiving, easy to hit.
And what about the hybrids? You've also changed that?
Yes, so there's a hybrid that goes with this set as well. So like the irons, it has a cup face. So again, that's going to help us maximize our ball speed, get it the face as hot as we can. It's a larger shape, a little more forgiving type of hybrid, so it'll fit a broad range of players. Like our woods, we've incorporated our speed step crown for the first time into a hybrid to help with clubhead speed. So it's an overall really easy to hit hybrid that complements the irons very well.
Au terrain d'exercice vous est présenté par Cobra Puma Golf.
Bien le bonjour tout le monde. Pour cette 6e saison d'au 19e, Debbie Savoie-Morel, Éric Laporte, Steve Foisy ainsi que moi-même, Jean-Sébastien Légaré, on va vous donner une foule de conseils au travers de la saison pour améliorer votre golf encore une fois. On commence tout de suite avec la posture, l'un des éléments les plus sous-estimés en début de saison. C'est important de s'y attarder, car une mauvaise posture, bien évidemment, ça engendre des erreurs techniques. On commence avec la prise, on garde ça simple. On se fie aux lignes qui sont formées entre nos pouces et nos index. On place la main gauche en premier pour les droitiers. On s'assure que cette ligne pointe l'épaule arrière. Ensuite, on fait la même chose avec la main droite. Qu'on place les doigts croisés, chevauchés ou de type baseball, la règle reste la même. Les deux lignes doivent pointer l'épaule arrière. Par la suite, les mains, on les place où? Eh bien, peu importe le bâton que vous avez dans les mains, que ce soit à bois d'allée ou un fer 7-9, on place toujours les mains par rapport au corps et non par rapport à la position de votre balle. Alors, les mains sont toujours à l'intérieur de la cuisse avant. Pour ce qui est de la posture générale, les pieds sont légèrement plus larges que les épaules, un peu ouverts. Ça va permettre à vos hanches de mieux tourner et de vous assurer que vous êtes stable tout au long de votre élan. Le bas du corps s'occupe de votre équilibre et de votre centre de gravité. Alors, vous allez fléchir légèrement les genoux de façon à garder une posture athlétique qui vous permet de vous agripper au sol. Vous devez vous sentir connecté au sol parce que c'est de là que vous générez votre puissance. Alors, ce n'est pas parce qu'au départ, je suis incliné vers l'avant que mes orteils doivent être sollicités. Je dois garder mon centre de gravité dans le haut de mes lacets, là où sont situées mes chevilles pour garder une position athlétique. Pour ce qui est du haut du corps, une bonne façon de voir si vous avez le dos droit, c'est très important. Votre sternum et votre boucle de ceinture doivent être parallèles et pointer le sol devant vous. Si vous pointez le sternum vers le sol, mais que vous sentez votre boucle de ceinture est plutôt parallèle, bien là, vous savez que vous avez le dos courbé. Avec un dos courbé, c'est difficile, évidemment, d'effectuer une bonne rotation des épaules. Quand vous prenez place devant la balle, positionnez la boucle de votre ceinture en premier. Le haut du corps va suivre par lui-même et n'ayez pas peur de sortir vos cuisses et vos fesses. C'est important. Finalement, pour ce qui est des bras, parce que là, on a parlé du bas du corps et on a parlé du tronc, les bras doivent être relâchés sous les épaules et je devrais avoir suffisamment d'espace pour faire circuler une main entre ma prise et mes cuisses. Une autre bonne façon de voir si vous n'êtes pas trop près, vous devriez être en mesure d'effectuer un élan de pratique et de toucher le sol entre vous et la balle sans avoir à vous relever ou à modifier votre mouvement. Si ce n'est pas le cas, c'est que je suis légèrement trop proche de ma balle. Alors, on a une bonne prise, on a un bas du corps qui s'agrippe au sol, qui nous tient en équilibre et on a une colonne bien droite. On est prêt pour une bonne saison 2017. Bon golf!
C'est là-dessus, mesdames, messieurs, que se termine la première des 16 émissions de l'émission au 19e pour la saison 2017. On va la semaine prochaine poursuivre notre tournée des principaux manufacturiers avec les gens de Titleist, les gens de Cobra et aussi les gens de Ping. Et à ne pas manquer une entrevue exclusive et une analyse de l'élan de notre capitaine Max Pacioretty. Tout ça et plus encore la semaine prochaine à l'émission au 19e.
Au 19e vous a été présenté par vos concessionnaires Subaru du Québec en collaboration avec Golf Île-du-Prince-Édouard.